Hello, my name is Harsimar Singh Lamba and I am from BBA 6th semester, and I am here to deliver my presentation of project management on the topic social cost benefit analysis. The social cost analysis business, a meaning called the economic analysis, is a methodology developed for evaluating investment projects. Second, in other words, SCBA is concerned with the tactical decision making with the framework of broad strategic choices defined by planning at the macro level. It aims in evaluating individual projects within the planning framework, which spells out the national economic objectives and broad allocations of resources to various sectors. Its advantages are the ability to identify the projects that maximize the welfare of the country. Second is the ability to objectively assess and quantify the purpose of projects in the relation to community needs. Third, exposure of the basis for the decision making for projects and the opportunity for public criticism. Fourth is the ability to rank and prioritize limited resources so that the maximum benefit is realized. Disadvantages are first is the difficulty in is measuring social cost and benefits and converting them into monetary terms. Second, overstatement of the value of social benefits. Third is the complexity, and the last one is the conflict between the social welfare and the financial justification. Next are the approach of SCBA. First is the rationale for SCBA, UNIDO approach. Next is the net benefit in terms of economic prices. Next, saving impacts and its value, income distribution impact, adjustment for merit and demerit goods. Little Muley's approach, and the last one is the shadow price. So first is the rationale for SCBA. In SCBA, the focus is on the special cost and benefits of the project. The principal source of discrepancy are market imperfections, externalities, tax and subsidies, concern for savings, concern for redistribution, merit wants. First is the market imperfections. When imperfection exit market price do not reflect social values, the common imperfections found in the developing countries are rationing. Rationing of the commodity means control over its price distribution. The price paid by the consumer under rationing is often significantly less than the price that prevail in the competitive market. Second is the prescription of the minimum wages rates. When minimum wages would be in competitive labor market free such wage legislations. Second is the externalities. A project may have a beneficial external effects. For example, it may create certain infrastructural facilities like roads which benefit the neighboring areas. Such benefits are considering in the SCBA, though they are ignored in the assessing the monetary benefits to the project census because they do not receive any monetary compensation from those who enjoy the external benefit created by the project. Likewise, a project may have a harmful effect like environment pollution. Next is the tax and subsidies. From the private point of view, taxes are definite monetary cost and subsidies are definite monetary gains. From the social point of view, however, taxes and subsidies are generally regarded as transfer payments and as considered irrelevant. Next is the concern for savings. A rupee of benefit saved in deemed more valuable than the rupee of benefit consumed. The concern of the society for saving and investment is duly reflected in SCBA, wherein a higher valuation of placed on saving and lower valuation is put on consumption. Concern for redistribution. The society is concerned about the distribution of benefits across different groups. A rupee of benefit going to an economically poor section is considered more valuable than a rupee of benefit going to an affluent section. Merit wants, goals and preferences not expressed in the marketplace but believed by the policymaker to be a larger interest. For example, government may promote an adult education program or a balanced nutrition program for a school going children even though they are not sought by the consumer in marketplace. And the next is the UNIDO approach. UNIDO approach was first articulated in the guidelines for the project evaluation which provides comprehensive framework for the SCBA in the developing countries. UNIDO approach is based largely on the later publication, though at places we will draw on the former publication too. First, major cost and benefits in terms of domestic rupees. Measures cost and benefit in terms of consumption. The next is the focus is on efficiency, saving and redistribution aspects in the different stages. UNIDO method of project appraisal involves 5 stages. First is the calculation of financial profitability of the project, measured at market prices, obtaining the net benefit of the project, measured in terms of economic prices, adjustment for the impact of project on saving and investment, adjustment for the impact of the project on income and distribution, and the last one is the adjustment for the impact of the project on merit goods and demerit goods whose social values differ from their economic values. And next approach is the Little Milius approach. The seminal work of the Little Milius on benefit cost analysis systematically develops theoretical basis for the analysis and its underlying assumptions and lays down stepwise procedure for undertaking benefit cost studies of public projects. The mathematical formulation is identical to the UNIDO method except for the differences in assigning the values of discount rates and the accounting for imperfections and other market failures and social considerations. Net benefits terms of business economic prices. One of the important aspects of the shadow pricing is the determination of the numerate the unit of account in which the value of the inputs or outputs is expressed. To define the numerate, the following questions have been answered. What unit of currency, domestic or foreign, should be used to express benefits or cost? Should cost and benefits be measured in current values or constant values? Should the income of the project is measured in terms of consumption or investment? Adjustment for merits and demerit good. Merit good is one of which the social values exceeds the economic value. Demerit good is one in social value of the goods is less than the economic value. Then there are the similarity and differences between the UNIDO approach and LM approach. This approach is mainly based on the publication of UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization, named Guide to Practical Project Appraisal in 1978. LM, the Little and the Milius have developed this approach for the analysis of the social cost benefit in Manual of Industrial Project Analysis in Developing Countries and Project Appraisal and Planning for Developing Countries. Little Milius and UNIDO similarities. The calculation of shadow price, particularly for foreign exchange saving and unskilled labor, is same in both methods. Both methods consider factors of equity. Both methods use DCF methods. And the dissimilarities, UNIDO method also emphasize the calculation of financial profitabilities of the market SCBA, but Little Milius method does not take this case. Little Milius method measures cost and benefit in terms of the currency that is in the border price of the world price in dollar. UNIDO approach measures cost and benefit terms of the domestic currency. The numeraries in the case of the Little Milius approach measures cost and benefit in terms of uncommitted social income. On the other hand, UNIDO method it measures in the terms of the domestic consumption. UNIDO approach focuses efficiency, saving and distribution and income stage by the stage, while Little Milius approach considers the same in totality. Thank you.